Hey everyone. Sorry about that. It just shows that no matter what level you're at and wherever you're at in the world, you can always fight technical difficulties. So bear with me for the first few minutes here. Let's make sure that everyone is able to get on. Last thing we want is people missing out on the live webinar. So what I want you to do right now is come over to our private fan page, and let's go in there and make sure that everybody can hear and see me clearly. So let's head over there. World, you can all. Okay, so it is live on the page. Can you hear and see me? And as you can see inside our fan page, if you're not already a fan, please make sure you go over to facebook.com/Toby and Layla Black. Again, this is where we're going to be taking all the questions on this thread right here. So go to Toby, facebook.com/Toby and Layla Black. Go to the fan page, join us there. And just let me know by saying yes, we can see and hear you in the in that thread. This is the live page. What some people, we'll just give it a few minutes because some people will have to refresh their page, because what happened, I had to update the actual live webinar page with new code. So some people that were excuse me, some people that were already on will actually have to refresh their browser in order to get the data, to get the live stream. So we'll just give it a couple minutes, but I've just spent the last few hours with a little bit of time yesterday going over all my notes, going over the what's happening, because this presentation, this training is flat out going to be ridiculous. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the beginning. I was hooked up with YouTube and something wasn't talking to each other correctly. So we do have people on live. I can see the counter there, which is awesome. But I just want to make sure that everybody can get on. Okay, awesome. So a lot of people, 3 people are saying you can see and hear clearly. So what will happen is anybody that takes them a little bit longer to do so, they're going to be able to just jump on later. Cool. So let's go to the slides and let's rock and roll. Dude, you gotta love all these amazing tools that Google gives us, eh? It's just crazy the amount of stuff they give us for free. Let's open up these bad boys. So as you know, tonight's training is going to be called the Mass Audience Conversions, or Mass Audience Conversion. We're basically, see, the reason I put this training together was I had seen quite a lot of people had been doing Facebook PPC training, but they hadn't been giving the whole picture. Like they were showing some pretty cool ad stuff or showing some targeting stuff, but they weren't actually giving the full A to B, A to Z steps of ad creation, targeting, the message that you want to bring, the web pages that you should be using, all these different things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do a training like that. Around Christmas time, we offered up a high-end coaching program where we took on a few clients and showed them some things behind the scenes with Facebook, and it was around $2,000. And then we did it again, and it was around. We dumbed it down a little bit because what I'd seen was a lot of people that were just at the basic stages, and rather than getting them from the basic to the intermediate, we were going straight to intermediate to pro, and then we were losing a lot of people, and it was a lot of content to put through. So we went in and assessed what was happening, the training that they were getting, and we streamlined it to make it what you're about to witness tonight. So you can basically watch this training and go from A to Z. Now, the real truth, there is no such thing as a traffic problem. Now, I want you to know the real truth. There's no such thing as a traffic problem. There's only a conversion problem. Now, here tonight, I'm going to give you the holy grail. We are going to find the holy grail together of how to drive cold, targeted traffic and convert it into customers. Now, as you sit on the other side of your device, as you sit at the other side of your computer or your laptop or your iPad or whatever gadget you're using to watch this training tonight, you may have that look like, yeah, that sounds fine and dandy. I've heard this before from trainers that are going to show me how to do this and how to do that. And what they normally do is they leave out holes. They leave out holes in the flow. They leave out holes in the presentation. They leave out flows in the capture pages or the message that you're supposed to be using. They leave out a ton of things. Well, tonight, we're not leaving anything out. My goal is that you can walk away from this training, and yes, at the end of the slides, at the end of the presentation, when your mind is completely blown and it's like you've had a fire hydrant in your mouth for the past 2 hours, that's a pretty awesome visual. I'm going to offer you up some extra training and some extra help. But my goal is everybody throughout the webinar, even if you don't decide to take me up on the offer that I have for you, which will make your life easier, you can take what you learned here tonight and genuinely go out there and start generating 10, 15, 20 leads a day on Facebook through PPC lightning fast than you've ever done before. So that look of Homer saying puzzled and bewildered, that sounds great, but how are we going to do that? Well, you and I are going to do this together. I am back, hopefully. I think tonight, as we can see, friends, it's going to be one of those nights. It's going to be a doozy when everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong, but who cares? You know what? I'm here. I'm chilled out. You're here. We're going to go through some amazing content, so it doesn't really matter. The internet bugs that are trying to mess us up can do whatever they want. You and I are here for the long haul. So let me go back to the Facebook group because I just want to make sure that everybody is still on and can hear and see me. Sorry, Firefox just crashed, guys. So let's come back and I'm going inside the Facebook group right now just to make sure, or the fan page, just to make sure you guys can see and hear me again. Just let me know. I will, babe. The words of wisdom from Lay says, record screen flow, record your screen, because yes, I want to repurpose this content, and thank you, babe. I didn't have it on. So just want to make sure that you can see and hear me. Firefox just crashed there, guys. Please forgive me. The internet bugs are out to get us tonight. So Lori, Jeff and Diane, Brittany, Sherry, Donna, whoever else is on, please let me know if you can see and hear me again, as I don't want to keep going unless you guys can see what's going on here. Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Okay, yes, it's okay. Donna says we're back. Okay, thanks, Donna. Really appreciate you. Sweet. So, where were we before Firefox rudely interrupted us? So, tonight, we are going to be going through what this is right here, the invisible content funnel. This is going to be one of the things that we're diving into that I want everybody to take note on, but this is definitely something that we don't have enough time tonight just to go through everything that you need to know about this invisible content funnel, because this really is like it's a complete full-on hey gang, finally I am done with Firefox forever. I'm done with Firefox. It just booted me out again, so I'm now in Chrome, and we're ready to rock and roll again. So let me just go and share my screen so you can see the slides. In Firefox, I hate you. Don't worry, we will get to the meat. We will get to the meat. I'm just going to rock and roll here, assuming that everybody can see and hear me okay. If you just come back in and let me know in that chat that, hey, I can see and hear you again. I'm going to assume that you can. So the invisible content funnel, what is this all about? Well, when we first came about, we had learned this from quite a few different masterminds, but no one was doing it as and in depth as I put it together. They were kind of sprinkling things here and there, but no one was going fully in. So we're going to focus on some areas here tonight. But like I said, we are not going to be here for 4 hours. We're going to be here for just under 2. So I don't have all the time in the world to go into this. So I'm going to highlight the most important parts for you. Now, a question I always ask myself when I get on a webinar, who is this for? Because I want to know that what I'm about to go, like I'm about to invest time into this webinar. I'm going to sit here and watch what's going on. I'm going to listen to the person presenting. I want to make sure that this is actually for me. So I want to go through, who is this webinar for? This webinar is for anyone launching a new business, product, or project. This is for anyone that has an existing business and you've struggled to make cold/paid traffic work in the past. This webinar, this workshop that we're going through is for anyone who's tired of measly, minuscule results. You've been working hard, you've been doing lots of things day and night, but you haven't had anything come into fruition, this webinar is for you. This is for someone who has tried Facebook advertising before and failed. Maybe you've even gotten your account shut down. You've gotten little or no results. And it's even for people that are right now consistently generating 10 to 20 leads a day. The training that we're going to be going over is going to show you exactly how you can take those 10, 20 leads a day, turn that into more money so you can pump into even more advertising and turn those into 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 leads a day. This is for anybody who wants to put a proven evergreen funnel and system and process into place that you can build once and forget it. And I'll show you different genres and markets that we're doing this in, not just our affiliate marketing, make money online space. And obviously, if you're not doing any of this stuff, but you're doing it for your clients, if you're a marketing agency or a marketing manager or a social media manager, then this is going to be for you. Now, if you stay till the very end of this workshop, I have a gift for you. Last year, I interviewed 6 of internet marketing and network marketing's most influential leaders. Together, there's millions of dollars of commissions each month earned by these people. And I called it the 6-figure shortcut formula. Basically, just like the thought process behind the book Think and Grow Rich, and how to influence, how to win friends and influence people, we are basically taking that same concept and I'm putting it towards marketing on the internet. So I'm picking their brains, what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and everything in between, how they got success and whatnot, and putting it in a membership site. It's already there. And I shot some conversion videos, and I also shot some internet marketing 20,000 square foot view stuff, giving you the big picture. It's basically, in a nutshell, how you can go from 0 to a 6-figure income on the internet fastest way possible. I'm giving that to you for free. Yes, that's my bribe for you staying here till the bitter end with us. Now, it wasn't so long ago that we were doing crappy stuff like this, generating $7 clicks. That's not good. Anybody that's like, oh, that's good. No, that's not good. You want to be generating clicks for 30, 50, 60, 70 cents, not $7 a click. See, I'm just like you. I was struggling at it. I was buying lots of things, buying lots of courses, not getting any results whatsoever. And then I finally figured a couple of things out. I cracked a code, so to speak. And that's what was able to take us to leads for $1, leads for 80 cents, leads for 30 cents, $10 sales when we're making 30, 40 on a front end product, and really being able to go into any niche in any market and create these viral, sustainable results. And through some simple methods that I'm going to teach here tonight, but it wasn't always like that whatsoever. I was just like you, racking my brain thinking, geez, what is going on here? I'm doing the work, but nothing is clicking. Now, I want you to think about this quote from Tony Robbins. If you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results. It's called modeling. So tonight, I'm basically giving you the model that you can just copy inside of your own business and get the same results that we've been able to get. Now, before I move on to the next slide, I want to ask everybody on the Hangout, on the webinar, have you heard that quote from Tony Robbins before? If you have you ever done any sort of modeling and any other things that you've wanted to learn in your life? Maybe you're someone that wanted to quit smoking, or learn a new language, or learn how to play guitar. There's many, many different things in life that you can utilize modeling to learn quicker. Now, has anybody heard that quote before or utilized that quote? I want to hear some people in this in the thread here. Remember, if you've ever been on a webinar with me, I'm all about reciprocation. If I ask you something, I want you to reply, because I feed off of your energy. So the more energy that you give me, the more energy I put in, and the more that we both get out of this webinar. So has anybody utilized modeling before? Anybody heard that quote from Tony Robbins before? And I'm also asking you to reply, because I still haven't seen a new comment that I'm back, which is a little bit freaking me out. Let's go back to the live page and see if we're... So has anybody utilized modeling? Sweet. So we are live. You are with me. We're just on a little bit of a delay. Modeling is an incredibly powerful thing that we've used over the past few years. Once we actually found out what it was and how to utilize it, it's something that is definitely the fastest way to learn. So a couple of people responding that they have heard this quote before, they have done it. That's awesome. So let's get into the 3 big mistakes that I see brand new people and people that have been failing inside of Facebook advertising for quite a while. Some of the things that they've been doing that basically is just flat out wrong. The first one is their targeting is too broad. They're casting too big of a net. They understand that they want to be going after it's people in a specific niche, but they're not getting laser focused and laser targeted on who it is that they actually want to get down and speak to. Because you may have a product that promotes good health or may even promote weight loss, but maybe the way that your message is structured and your website structured, it only really speaks to females from the age of like 22 to 30 or 35. But you're out there marketing your product, your business to everyone. So you may get some sales, but because you're too general, you're too broad, it's bringing your cost per click, cost per lead, and cost per sale so high, you're not able to continue to grow. You're not able to continue to scale because you're paying too much on the front end or you're paying too much per sale. And that's really all that the trick to paid advertising is. You are finding traffic channels. Obviously, we're talking about Facebook tonight. And what you're doing is you're trimming up the fat. So you're starting with like the shotgun effect where you test a whole bunch of small campaigns or small ads. You find what message works best. And then from there, you dial it in to find out exactly who it is that you're talking to. So a great way for us to utilize Facebook's already tools for us is the tool called Audience Insights. Now, before I jump to that and show, and this, honestly, this tool is like a $1 billion research tool that a company like American Express has access to, or Visa. This is the kind of data those companies have because they process so much, and now Facebook's giving it to you and I for absolutely free. So the first thing that the first biggest problem is we see the targeting is too broad. The second biggest problem that we see is you're not speaking your target audience's language. Now, I don't mean your funnels in English and they speak Spanish. Well, I do, but I mean on a deeper level to that, you're actually not even speaking to the problems that they currently have in their life. See, think about how powerful it would be if you were to think about if your prospect or your target audience is coming online and they're in the moment, they're so freaking frustrated with how to connect Aweber to something or setting up some sort of online tool. And you had a specific ad speaking directly to that person, speaking directly to the problem that they were having in that moment. Do you think it would convert? Of course it would convert. Because you're speaking directly to that, you're speaking the language, you're speaking directly to your prospect. So in your advertisements, in your Facebook ads, in your message, in your landing page, you always want to be speaking directly to your target audience's pains, their issues, their frustrations, and the things that they are saying to themselves in their head. Now, if you haven't done this before, make sure that tonight at some point or tomorrow you do a avatar training. Everybody that's been around us for long enough knows that we are always talking about doing a customer avatar training at every turn in your business, when you grow, when you're changing, because you need to know exactly who it is that you're speaking to. If this is the first time that you're hearing this, you need to do this in your business, no matter what business it is. You need to go through a customer avatar training. There's lots of awesome stuff online you can find, but basically, in a nutshell, this is it. You want to know the name, the age, the gender, the marital status, children, location, occupation, household income, current business, general info, and you can even write out a story around what your target audience, your ideal customer does daily. What do they say to themselves? Because the more data or the more info or the more content that you can have about your target audience, the easier it is for you to write ads that they actually want to click on and want to buy from. So here's one I just stumbled upon, how to write effective Facebook PPC ads. And they've actually done a customer avatar for an MLM distributor. Why 97% of people fail. Don't know what to do, limited warm market, need leads, lack of money, internet can be overwhelming, lack of trust. So these are all kind of the surface-based stuff, and then go in and break them down and really speak the language of your audience and of your target market. Because when you do that, let's just scroll through the newsfeed here and let's see if there's anybody currently doing that when they're targeting me or Layla's account, but I do all of our stuff from Layla's account. So here's Ryan Dice and his team. Want to generate more leads and sales from Facebook ads? Download our Facebook ad template library for free today. Well, yeah, I want to generate more leads, so I would definitely be clicking that. Now, this is more of this isn't a native ad. It's not blending in, so to speak. It's popping out with the colors and whatnot, but it's still getting by Facebook's terms and service because it's not pitchy, it's not salesy, and it's not talking about generating 1 million leads or $1 million in 24 hours. As we scroll through, see all of our awesome people. I want to show you how I went from low-paying 9-to-5 jobs to launching my own coaching biz. Secrets revealed. How I launched my biz, had a 5-figure week in just a few months. Biz secrets revealed. You can truly do what you love by living the freedom-based lifestyle you desire. So yeah, it's, it's getting there. It's not the best, but it's okay. Babies. Lots of babies on the news feed. Here we go. Do you want to attract clients globally and grow your impact in the world? For the next few days, I'm giving away a free copy of a brand new Impact Method Roadmap, 5 simple and easy steps to more money, impact, and freedom. Now, obviously, Lisa has done her homework to realize that her target audience, people that want to live, want to live free, they want to travel the world, they're coaches and entrepreneurs. One of the terms we always use is having an impact on the world. So having an impact in our community, bringing more of an impact to the people that surround us. So her using this language is speaking directly to me because I use it every day. So I would definitely check out what her impact method is. Now, I would have made it more than 5 steps, but not like 100 steps, because no one wants to do 100 steps. 5 steps, 7 steps, 9 steps, that's more believable. But if she was saying 5 steps to creating a multiple 6-figure business from home in 90 days, that's kind of a long shot. It's almost unbelievable, because obviously there's going to be more than 3 to 5 steps. There's going to be 9, there's going to be 11 steps. So Bill, you just have to think about common sense. If you're talking about a major drastic thing, it can't just be 1 or 2 steps, because obviously there's going to be more steps than that in order to complete that. Okay, so when you're speaking your audience's language, when you've gone through your customer avatar training, when you know what it is that bothers them, when you know what it is, what drives them. And this is the typical one that we always use, and I'll definitely post the link inside of the fan page on this thread that we have going, so you can use it. It's a Google Doc someone's made that you can just go in and edit it. But basically, you're going in and you're knowing what your target audience is thinking, feeling, hearing, saying, doing, and seeing. What's their pains? What drives them for gain or for pleasure? Now that you have that stuff, you know your data of what your target audience says and who your ideal customer is. Now you can come in and use this audience tool. So inside of Facebook's, just all you have to do is Facebook.com/ads/audience_insights. Come in here, and this is where you can get really, really, really adventurous and come out with some amazing, amazing audiences to go then and target. So let's say that you are you're doing weight loss, and you know that primarily actually, let's even go on a deeper level than that right from the get-go. So let's say that you're in weight loss, and you know that there's some huge magazines out there for weight loss or for health. We would go, okay, so Shape.com. Shape.com is a very popular magazine for people who want to lose weight, but specifically women. So I would come into Facebook's tool, I'd select it to women, and I know just by our own research that women who are spending money are, anywhere between 25 and 50. That's kind of like your biggest demographic of consumer right there. So I come in and type in Shape.com and see if that pops up. No, it doesn't. So let's type in Shape magazine. So right from the get-go, women between the age of 25 and 50, and you can see the majority of readers in this magazine are 25 to 34. So let's actually just go straight to that. We have right now an audience of 1.5 million ladies in the US that are interested in that magazine, have said that they've liked that magazine. Well, that's cool, right? So if we just went out there and created an ad that spoke to that 25 to 34-year-old woman who likes Shape magazine, who's obviously interested in health and wellness, and we spoke to those surface level things, we would get, we'd make sales because the law of large numbers would be in our favor, but it might not be something that you could sustain because your lead cost would be too high. Your click cost, your lead cost, and your lead to sale cost would be too high. So what do? Well, this is where you go in and you use some of the other data that Facebook actually gives you. You can go in and check out the household income to see that the majority of this person makes between $50,000 and $75,000 a year. You can see that the majority rent their home. The majority have a household size of 9+. What? Oh no, not 9+. 1. So basically a single home or a single family home. I was gonna say 9 people plus. What? They're the rabid at it family. The house, their market of the value of the house is between 100 to 200,000, and their spending methods. Bank cards, any cards. What do they spend money on? Travel? Do they spend money at the gas? All these different things. So when you're going through this kind of data, just making sure everybody's all right in the chat. Okay, awesome. And while I'm going along and I'm asking you guys if this is making sense, if you're following along, please make sure inside of this chat you're saying yes, got you, yeah, loving what you're doing, and keep it engaged. So when I ask you a question, you're putting it in there so I can come back periodically on my phone and see that you're following along and you're knowing what's going on. And obviously you can pop questions in there as they come up and I'll browse through and answer them. So when we know this kind of data, we can then in our ads start to talk more specifically to that demographic of person. Now, what you can also do is click the Advanced tab down here, and you can actually take the information that you're getting from here, and you can actually put it in here. So we learned that their finances were between 50 and 75,000 a year. So that's immediately brought our target audience down to 150 to 200,000. If we exit that out and we talk about something like no children in home, remember that the majority of women that we were looking at didn't have, they were a single person, so they didn't have any kids at home. So you can see that we have an audience of 500 to 600,000 women who are interested in the magazine Shape, who are single. So now that we know that, what can we do in our message? What can we do in our advertising? Of course, we can use language that a single mom or a single lady with no kids would be saying to themselves. What kind of things would they be looking at? What kind of purchases would they be looking at? What kind of things would they be looking to do on the weekend? Well, obviously, a single mom is going to be doing different things on the weekend than a lady who's just single between 25 and 34 is going to be doing. Are they going to be listening to different audios and music? Maybe. Are they going to be going to different websites? Maybe. Are they going to be watching different TV shows? Maybe. Are they going to be thinking about their day differently? Absolutely. So if you are, rather than having that piece of data in, and the audience that you're targeting is just 25 to 34 women who are interested in the magazine Shape to your health and wellness business, if you're just marketing to all of those ladies the same way, that is the reason why your cost per click, cost per lead, cost per sale is so high, because you're not speaking directly to that that demographic or person. Now, let me jump back over here and just make sure that everybody is kind of getting this basically surface level research, and then going into roots and getting deeper into the research of who their target audience is, so you know exactly what it is your target audience is saying to themselves, what it is that they are saying to other people, what are the things that they're listening to, and so on and so forth. So just give me a yes in there. So when you use this audience insights tool, you can find out exactly what it is that your audience is thinking, saying, what their habits are, and everything like that. And when you know those things, then you become like Neo from the Matrix, knowing exactly what it is that you need to, who you need to target, and exactly what it is that you need to say to them. So let's go ahead and create an ad live using this tool right here. So let's say I don't have a health and wellness product, right? So let's get out of there. So let's say that, and let's go back to 18 and open it right up. So many of you may know that we promote the iPass system. That's one of our main focuses as an affiliate. So knowing our industry, I could go in, and knowing that we are trying to target people who are entrepreneurial minded, I can type in entrepreneur magazines. And magazines are just a good place to start with, but you could do books, you could do audios, you could do courses, you can do seminars, you can do brands, you can do people, you can do celebrities. There's so many different ways for you to find targeting that you can then go in and duplicate. So Entrepreneur Magazine or Inc. Magazine. So let's go into the insight tools, and let's type in their interest is Inc.com. Here we go. We got Inc. Magazine coming up. So right now, 3 to 3.5 million people in the US who like Inc. Magazine. So let's drop it to women. I do a lot of targeting on women because they're normally the ones that hold the wallet in the family. They're the ones that are spending. They are the ones consuming. So I'll move knowing our numbers, we're looking for anywhere from 24 to around 50, 55. So I've just dropped it to 1.5 million ladies in the US who like Ink Magazine. So if I was to create an ad to this group, speaking very generally, you know, I might get a little bit of success, but I'm not going to get the most success that I could have if I dug deeper and found out what it was that they were doing. Are they into sales? So right away, I can see that I have an audience of 60,000 women between 24 and 55 interested in Ink Magazine who are already in sales. So I like that. Let's go and create an ad around that tool, around that demographic. Now, I use Power Editor for everything. The only time I really go in to use the ads manager is when I'm quickly checking a report or something, but 9 times out of 10, it's I want to check and I want to do it through Power Editor. It just makes it easier. So the first thing that I want to do, now what I'm going to do is we're going to show you how I would go in and create the ad and the image, but then I'm going to show you the funnel that I'd put them through also, because there's no point in me just showing you the ad and then not showing you exactly what it is that I'd be sending them to. So create new, let's do Ink Women webinar. So just naming it so I know what the campaign is. Auction, clicks to website. For this, yes, clicks to website. We'll come in and we'll do another campaign where I'll show you a video or something like that. And once you've done that, go to view ad sets at the top. And again, there's tutorials all over the internet to navigate Power Editor. So I'm not going to go completely nuts on showing you everything to do with Power Editor tonight. I'll show you the key things. I'll even drop this down to $5. And what I normally do, if I'm just testing a campaign to make sure that it's going to convert if it's successful, I'll actually run it for 4 or 5 days. $5. It's got our audience in here, who it was that we just made it up from in the audience insights tools. And then what I do is I separate my ad sets into placement. So this first ad set would be desktop. And I'll show you how you can simply duplicate the ad sets really quickly in order to change these, so you're making sure it's congruent. So you change them. You have one ad set for each of these. Clicks to website. We've set our budget. Let's go into view ads, and now we need to create an ad, and we'll name it ad 1. So we use this incredible free tool. Now, before I go in and start creating an image and whatnot, let me just make sure that everybody's still with me. Let me know that you're with me. Give me a yes. Is there any questions that's popping out? This stuff's pretty awesome. It kind of keeps you at the edge of your seat, because you can finally see how easy it can be for you to genuinely go out there and start generating leads in your business. Yeah, Crystal, I know you'd like the audience tool. It's pretty awesome. Sweet, we're loving it. We're getting it. Awesome, awesome. So let's just, inside of Canva, you can simply just choose Facebook ad, wherever it is. They have there we go, Facebook ad. They have an actual thing for us. Our dimensions already set up for us. There's different style of ads. Some of the ads that you want to set up are more abrupt ads, where it's kind of stopping someone in their tracks. And then some of the other ads, you want it to be more of it's called a native ad, where basically you are blending in with everything that's going on around Facebook. And when you do that, the Facebook user just kind of sees, it basically sees you as just another user, basically. So let's do an abrupt ad. Would be like an image like this. Now, obviously, I wouldn't do a picture of a man when I'm targeting women, but you can see what I mean, where it would be an abrupt ad and it would have an arrow. You've seen them, bright colors and whatnot. That's not the kind of ad that we want to do right now. The kind of ad we want to do is more of a subtle native style ad that grabs our users' attention, but in a way that doesn't set off any alarms for them. Just going with maybe an image that I have. That's pretty cool. See, I could even do something like that and then maybe have some text down here. Something like daydreaming. Now, before we used to ask questions and all kinds of stuff in the copy, and Facebook now wants us to be, they basically want, when someone sees our ad, they want the user to be enhanced of the experience rather than it take away from the experience that they're having. So that's an image that if it popped up in my newsfeed, it blends in enough from the colors wise, but it still pops out enough. So I'd go ahead and I would download that so I can put it into my ad. And you'll notice that I didn't, inside the picture of the ad, have anything too spammy, have anything too eye-catching or anything like that, because again, we're doing a native style ad, which again is, we want it to blend in. I choose the fan page that I want to have it come off of. Let's upload a picture. Now, once this is uploaded, and you can see some examples of like abrupt ads that have call to actions and whatnot, and other ads that are more native and blend in. Let me jump. Donna, I think you have a question, my dear. I see popping up on my notifications. I love you, Mike Dudley. Awesome. This is helping Donna understand better. Great. So, okay, so it's uploaded. Great. Daydreaming of travel. So another thing that we could do if we're mentioning travel is in our audience, we could also put in the interest of travel. So the website URL. Now, this is where the difference in people that I had a slide on another presentation where basically they go straight to the squeeze page. Now, in some markets, this is okay. In our Make Money Online affiliate marketing world, people have seen it so freaking much, they're done with being put straight to a sales or a squeeze page. So what you want to do is you want to take people to maybe a page that's a pre-sale story. This is a story that we've written about our marketing story. So when we do paid PPC for Facebook to iPass or Empower or our affiliate stuff where we want someone to join our system, rather than send them straight to a page that looks like this, which works on other platforms. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying you get better results doing it this way. Rather than sending them, and this is a little bit better than a generic squeeze page because it has a little bit of a survey in it, but people are seeing this more and more and more in our industry anyway, that the conversions have dropped. So sending people to just a plain and simple looking story page like this, where it's actually pre-framing that person before they actually get to the offer. And when they click here, it goes to an opt-in page. It dramatically increases the results of the people that are the conversion of the opt-in, and it pre-sells them that the people that are opting in are primed more to sell, or prime more to buy than if we just took them straight to a capture page. How many people here, just what I just showed them with the pre-sale page, that was worth the price of admission tonight, just that right there? Yeah, that story pre-sale stuff is absolute gold. Absolute gold. Rather than sending people straight to the squeeze page. So for this campaign that we're building together, rather than me send them straight to a squeeze page, I would send them to some sort of beautiful looking piece of content. Now, I should have maybe thought about the people that we were targeting first to see if I had any content made for it, but we're targeting women who like Inc. magazine, who are daydreaming of travel. So let me see if I have a blog post. In here. And you'll see that I am sending people to a blog post, not to a capture page. So here's a really good post. So this is a post about basically changing, reframing your life. It's got 1,000 likes on it and 1,000 shares. It's awesome, this post. So I basically would send them to a content piece. Now, I know that when someone comes here, there's lots of ways for them to opt in. The button, links in the post up here, and opt-in forms are going to pop up for them so I can generate the lead. So I know I'm going to generate leads from it. So rather than me send my ad straight to a landing page, I'm going to send them to this content page, this pre-sale page, this valuable page. So rather than leaving that info there, I would use something like speaking to my women who are between the age of 24 and 55, females who like Inc. magazine, who live in the United States. So knowing what that demographic of person is going to be thinking about and talking about, I would say something like, I thought my life was always going to stay same old sales job, same old boring work routine, same old. Can you relate? Feeling like good old oh. Oh man, I can't type and talk at the same time. So as you can see, and I need to do link description, it would be something like discover how I quit my boring old sales job to live a life filled with freedom and live a life filled with freedom and adventure. I wrote a killer blog post for you. Check it out here. Okay, so, and again, I would spend more time on this, but because we're doing it live, I'm just giving you the idea. So you can see here that this is like immediately different than every ad that you normally see in your news feed, right? I'm creating more of a story with it. I'm being more conversational. I'm asking questions, and I'm not being salesy and pitchy in any way. The text says, I thought my life was going to stay the same old sales job, same old boring work routine, same old, same old. Can you relate? Daydreaming of travel is the pick. Feeling good, feeling like the good old sales job doesn't cut it anymore. And I'd even cut that down so it's less copy, more punchy. The old sales job doesn't cut it anymore. Are you guys following along with how this ad is more ninja than just blatantly coming out with bright colors and salesy, pitchy copy to scream, "Hey, click me, click me, click me"? Amira, yeah, you're commenting in the right area. That was worth it for me. That's awesome. So not a lot of text. Yeah, you want it to be. This is for this style of ad, Donna. There's also story ads where it's a lot of text and people will only see the first beginning of the text. Yeah, so Mike, basically from the blog post, we're sending them to the capture page, so into your sales funnel. Yeah, Crystal, so the pre-sale, basically everybody on this that's involved with iPass or Empower or whatnot, you should be crafting your story so you can lay it out in a pre-sale page, a pre-sale story page, so you can speak directly to your target audience. And before they even opt in, they feel like they know you. So let's go back to our ad. Conversational, not so salesy, it's native. And then when someone's clicking it, they're not going to be taken straight to a capture page. They're going to be taken to this piece of content. Cool? So now that we've gotten this far, and then I would put a learn more in the call to action. Always use a call to action as a learn more, download, whatever it is that you're talking about. And then what you can actually do is use a tracking pixel. So even though our conversion pixel, even though the page that you're sending them to right away isn't an opt-in form, you can you grab a code, a tracking conversion code from Facebook, and put it into the thank you page of the offer that they're going to see. So let's just say that I would take the I would have a conversion tracking pixel code for this 2015 traffic acceleration cheat sheet thank you page. So when someone opts in here and they hit the thank you page, it's triggering our conversion within Facebook, and then you just need to create the conversion tracking pixel for whatever lead generation offers you have on your blog or on your content page. And then when someone clicks on this ad and opts in, you're going to it's going to show in this in your reporting that you generated a lead through that campaign from this ad. Now, where we get super duper uber next level genius on this crap, and it's really the beginning aspects of this invisible content funnel, is when you take inside of Facebook, when you click audiences. Oh shit. Hopefully it allows us to go back to our ad. You come in here, create audience, custom audience, website traffic, people who visit specific web pages, URL equals. So I'd come here, I'd take my URL, I'd come back, I'd paste it in here, I'd change this to 180 days, and then I'd name it, I would name it Feeling Stuck Blog Post Inc. And then female, and that's me telling myself what that audience, obviously, so I know. Now you go in and you take this pixel, and I'm actually placing this pixel on the head part of this website. Now, every single time a visitor comes to this post, I am going to place a pixel, a Facebook retargeting pixel, on their browser. So next time when they go back to Facebook or any other website using other retargeting software, I can tailor my ad and my message to the person that saw this post. The invisible content funnel allows you to create pixels and place pixels all the way through a person's experience for your funnel, for your content, so each ad that they see is congruent with whatever step it is that they're inside of your sales funnel. Let me just say that again. You can place a conversion pixel and a tracking or a website audience pixel, retargeting pixel, at every step in your sales process, so you can generate an ad that speaks directly to that step, the person, the step that person's in inside your sales funnel. Now, I've only taught this stuff a few times to our incredibly high-paying coaching clients, which we love, and to our all-in people. So inside our business, it means spending $5,000 to hear this. So you're getting it right now. And I know your mind is being blown as we speak. I wish Facebook would just put the most recent comments at the bottom like it used to and not make them all over the place. So again, if you have any questions while you're going through this, put them in here. More than happy to answer them. So now that we have placed our retargeting pixel, we paste our retargeting pixel on our ad, or sorry, on our page, and we put our conversion pixel inside of here. We have our ad that's targeting women between the age of 24 and 35 who like Inc. magazine, whose profession is sales. And my ad is, I thought my life was always going to stay the same old sales job, same old boring work routine, same old, can you relate? And I could even send them straight to our story from here, because it's an underdog story showing them how the unbelievable true story of the party boy dyslexic flunky who discovered there's no struggle too large if your goal is worth dying for. And then the subheadline, I had read Think and Grow Rich, Secrets of a Millionaire, Awaken the Giant Within, but it was still the same familiar. Sorry, I just got a text message from my dad. My sister's actually in labor right now in Scotland. She just got into the birthing bath. So it looks like I will have a wee nephew in the next few hours, which is awesome. My dad says she's keeping calm and loving us lots. Oh, tear to my eye. Broke my chain of thought there. So the subheadline is basically a gripping story that would, anybody that begins to read it will want to read through to the end. So I could send this style of ad to my pre-sale story or to that piece of content. Now, where this strategy works really, really, really well, if you have a post that is like this one, 11-step must-do checklist before wasting a cent on Facebook PPC. I would go out and create the same style as this, more conversational, more educational piece, saying, hey, check out this 11-step checklist blog post. You can have it here and not even mentioning anything about a system, about leads, about anything. And basically what I'm doing is I'm getting the person off Facebook to my site and then placing a pixel on their browser. So when they come back to Facebook, I'm then placing another ad in their desktop talking about that amazing training, maybe something more specific about that training, leading them then into the offer. Is that making sense, guys? It's pretty awesome stuff, right? I know, it's freaking mind-blowing. So we have our ad in place. We have chose our conversion pixel, and we have our tracking pixel or our audience pixel on our site. We come back to ad sets. Now what we want to do here is we want to, before we click off and click upload changes, because anything that you do within the Power Editor doesn't go live until you click upload changes. So what we do here is just we simply make sure it's highlighted in blue. We click duplicate. And what that's going to allow us to do is change one simple thing. Remember, we said you want to change each ad set for whether you're targeting the news feed or right column ad or mobile. So all I simply do is change the desktop news feed over to mobile and then rename this ad set Mob, so I know, and then click duplicate again. And now I'm going to rename this one, instead of Mob, I'm right-hand side ads, and I'm going to change that from Mob to the right-hand column ad. Now, within a few minutes, we have set up, and of course, you can create multiple ads. Obviously, I would suggest creating multiple ads, changing the copy of the headline, changing some things about the picture to test which one works better. But once you've done that, you can simply duplicate that ad set and change either targeting or change the placement, and you can have all those ads that you've just pre-made duplicate, so you don't have to go in and manually create every new ad. And then I just go ahead and I click upload changes, and now that's going to create that new campaign with all those new ad sets, and it's going to go live to Facebook. So I just showed you there the fastest and most simplest way to speak directly to your customer audience, to the interest, to the conversation that they're having in their mind already. And then I also showed you a way to make native ads with native images, and then rather than sending straight to a squeeze page, you're doing the big boy and girl stuff, and you're sending them to a content page, to a pre-sale page, something of value that you can not only generate leads from when they opt in, but you can start to generate your target audiences inside of the audience section inside of Facebook. So I'll just come in here and I'll show you this audience section for a bit. So we are running a viral video campaign that's at like 250,000 views, and it's growing by 20,000-30,000 views every day. But more importantly than that, I want to retarget the people that have viewed the video all the way to almost the end, or who have completed the video. Now I know those people are really, really engaged. So Facebook's creating custom audiences out of the people that have watched the video. So, I mean, think about if you have a video up with some information about your product or service, Facebook is then putting a pixel in there, so people that complete the video. So I could right now create an ad and target that 1,000 people that have completed the video from front to back. Now, you guys think that would be pretty powerful in your business if you could go out there and target people specifically that have watched a certain amount of time on your video, or have asked a certain question, or come to a certain part in your sales funnel? Do you guys think that would be powerful? Absolutely, it would be. And this stuff that you can set up, you don't even need to continue running ads to it. You can, once you do the ads properly, you can then go out and turn the ads off, and the viral nature kicks in, and it actually continues to just to work for you and become even more viral. That's Ninja Business. That's awesome. Glad that you're loving it, Mike Dudley. Andrea, very nice to see you, my dear. Old marketing friend. Sweet. So we're getting it. We're loving it. We're staying focused. Everybody's get what I'm throwing down here. So now that we have spoken about, actually, let me talk about this first. We went through what we just showed you there was basically how to avoid being too broad and speaking the right language. And even to go in deeper to that, once that ad's been running for a bit and you check the reporting to see who it is that's liking it, who's clicking it, who's coming through, what do your opt-ins look like, what you then do is you go in and you tighten it up even more. So you go into your reporting and you would see, okay, who is it that's actually, who's the conversions? How old are they? Are they 28? Are they 22? Okay, great. I'm going to show my ad only to those people. Now, what's really, really powerful with this invisible content funnel is when someone comes through your funnel and gets to a certain page, you then go out and create the ad for that specific place that they've got to, but you're changing the language because you don't want to talk the same way to to a person that's just seen your capture page as the person that's went all the way through and almost bought your product or your service. So for an example, what we have with the iPass system, we have everybody who uses that system, and that I'm obviously referring to that over and over again because, you know, that's real life stuff. We test it, we market it, you know, I'm giving you real life data of what we do. We each week or each 3 days really, I take the partial buyers. So that means someone came to our capture page, they opted in, they liked the sales presentation, they begun the sign up process, but for some reason didn't fully complete it. What I do is I take that list of people every 3 days. I come in here, click create audience, custom audience, and then customer list, and then I'll actually upload the file. So I'll paste in the 100 or 200 or 50 emails, and then Facebook will go out there and it will make a list of those people that are using the same email on Facebook. So you can then go and create ads targeting those people that have partially bought. The same thing we do for people that have discontinued their membership with things. You can then do testimonial ads. You can then do other ads in their newsfeed, enticing them to come back and re-engage in whatever it is that you have to offer. Now, another amazing thing with Facebook audiences is once you've uploaded a list or created a conversion tracking pixel of over 100 people from one country, you can then go out and create something called a lookalike audience. So with one of our iPass funnels, we had generated a targeted list of over 100 people that had seen the checkout process of iPass in Australia. So what we did is we went out and all we did was you click this, click actions, and then, oh, that's not it. That you go to one that click actions and then create a lookalike audience. Where is that? Create lookalike audience. And then when you click create lookalike audience, it then goes out and uses Facebook's algorithm to see, okay, these 100 people have all of these certain traits and aspects and things that they like and stuff that they do. I'm going to build you a targeted list of, you can see here, 156,000 people that look identical to the people that have gone through your checkout process. So we have pixels on all the products and services that we promote. So when we have over 100 people that have gone through and bought and checked out, you then come in and create a lookalike audience, and Facebook then gives you a list of 1 million people, of 500,000 people, of 250,000 people that look identical to your buyers. Does that make sense to you guys? It's freaking brilliant, right? It's absolutely genius that Facebook does that. They're basically handing us the most incredible tools, incredible research, incredible data for us to use right then and there. If you are not utilizing this stuff, you're throwing money down the drain, basically. Okay, let's keep moving on. The next thing I wanted to talk about was solving problem 3, and that's not knowing what else to sell. See, when you are looking at generating cold traffic, paid traffic through your sales funnel. Let's say that you are selling a product where you make $25 when someone signs up. If you are able to generate a cold person from Facebook advertising or from wherever to come through your funnel to buy your product or service, and it's charging you $10 to do so, you're freaking winning. Making $15 a new customer, you're winning. If it's costing you $20 and you're making $5, you're winning. Now, do you believe that if let's say you make $25 up front and it's costing you $25 or $30 to generate that customer, are you winning or are you losing? I want you to just put in there in the chat box, winning or losing. Let me ask you again. If you're doing paid advertising and you make $25 for each sale and it's costing you $25 or above, $30, $40 to generate that customer, are you winning or are you losing? I'm going to take this time to take a little sip of water. I've been talking for a bit. Are you winning or are you losing? Facebook's all kind of weird with the comments now, eh? It doesn't just show the latest ones down at the bottom. It shows them in groups of people's comments. Donna's never heard of a lookalike audience before. That's awesome. Mind blown. Sherry, that's awesome. You're saying you're saying losing. Interesting. Anybody else losing, winning? What do you think? Losing. See a couple of losings. Mike Dudley, yeah, winning. Okay, but losing. Okay, so that's good. The majority think you're losing. That's wrong. You're actually winning. Companies that are able to, let's say that you make $25 for a new customer, if you're able to, or if your back end is set up correct, your customer lifetime value over 90 days or a year or 3 years, it should be worth quadruple, it should be worth 10 times, it should be worth 20 times. That's why insurance companies will pay $100 to $200 a lead, not even a sign up, a lead, because they know their metrics. They know that if they can go out and spend $100 a lead, generate 10,000 leads in a day, the amount of leads that they're going to generate, they'll book a certain amount of people on a $20, $30, $50, $100, $200 a month premium insurance plan. And how long is that insurance plan unless something happens or they decide to change? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So their customer lifetime value skyrockets. So you've heard the term, the money is in the list, but really the money is in the back end. The money is in the back end, because if you're able to go into spend, if you make $25 per new customer and you can spend $50 or $100 to acquire that customer, knowing that in 90 days, in 120 days, that customer is going to be worth quadruple, 5 times, 10 times that to you, then you can go out there and outspend your competition. And then things become easy because no one is willing to spend what you can spend. So that's why this course is called the Mass Audience Conversion. It's not just called Facebook PPC, because I'm actually going to go in and show you how on the back end, through upsells, through downsells, through membership sites, through one-on-one coaching, through affiliate offers, you can maximize the return on your customer. So if you're making $25 per sign up or per sale, and you're spending $50 to $60 to $70 to get that person to come through, guess what? You are still winning way bigger and better than anybody out there, because you know that in the back end of your business. You're making money. You're not losing money. And that's a big thing that a lot of people don't grasp and don't have in place. And it's actually pretty simple to do. It's not that difficult to do when you have the right things in place. So let's go. Now we're going to get to some even more. I mean, the fact we could stop the webinar now and you could genuinely take what you've learned and go out there and generate leads. You could do it. But I want to make it even easier for you. Do you guys want me to make it even easier for you? So let's reverse engineer some Facebook campaigns. So let's go to Layla's newsfeed. And if you guys should be doing this all the time, you should go and type in top leaders in MLM. I'm just using MLM Home Business Arena because that's what we're in. And I will get the list of the top leaders in our industry. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Urban Tursink. And I'm going to paste his name into Facebook. Let's paste it here so I can stay on that page. Is this him? I think this is him. Oh, that's not his page. Joseph Lim. And what we want to do, and like we did with the magazine thing, we are basically going in and we're going to reverse engineer a campaign. If we can find someone that's a leader in MLM that actually knows what they're doing. Here we go. Oh, does he have a fan page though? Hey, these people with no fan pages. Let's see if he does. There we go. Yes, he does. Max Knowles. So Max Knowles has been voted one of the top leaders in our industry. I'm going to go and like his page. I would go in and for biggest brands, biggest names in our industry, products, companies, tools, Aweber, all of that stuff, I'd go through and I would like their pages. So let's say one of the tools that I know is very popular in our space is Webinar Jam, owned by Mike Fossane. Let's see. Is this his? Okay, so I would go in and like his page. What I'd then also do is I'd go and see what other pages does Mike like. Marketing Genesis. So that's the company that owns a lot of the tools that these two awesome dudes come out with. I'd go and like that page too. I'd come in and I'd see what pages do they like. So let's like Andy Jenkins, Ryan Dice, obviously an incredible leader in our industry and internet marketing. I go like his page, and I go in and I'd like the likes of these major influencers. Why? Because then you are going to start to see lots of awesome ads coming your way. So I would go in, and this is reverse engineering successful campaigns. So basically, once you've gone through and you've liked all of the influencing people, the influencers, the top tools, you're going to start to see. So right away, here is a Webinar Jam ad. Get your $100 discount before it's gone. Click here to get your discount. The Webinar Jam Studio grand opening is live. Save big and get amazing bonuses for a limited time. So that's speaking directly to me, the consumer that would want to use that tool, giving me a discount. So when you've liked those pages, here's another one. Psychology is king, not content. 6 psychological principles for landing pages. So InstaPage is targeting people that look like me And rather than just saying, hey, buy our landing page tool because it's awesome, they've said they've kind of opened the gates with this. Obviously, people think that content is king, so they've said, "Hey, psychology is king, not content." And then if I click the ad, what do I come through? I come through to a blog post that's then giving me value, actually backing up with content, what it is that I click through to see, and then throughout this entire blog post, what is there? Call to actions. And then at the end, build your free page now, takes me through to the sign up process. So now that we've done that and we've clicked that page, if we refresh our news feed and go back, I guarantee that some point in our browsing in the next day or 2 days or whatever, we are going to see another ad from Instapage talking to us directly about that 6 psychological triggers that we just saw. So this is the exact invisible funnel formula working in action. And that's what you're going to be able to do when you have all of this stuff in place. You're going to be able to have a cool ad speaking directly to our target audience. When they click it and come through, it's going to be a piece of content. Even if it's your capture page you send them straight to, just make sure you're retargeting on your capture page. You send them straight through, and then you're going to retarget them in their news feed with, oh man, Lawrence Tam, you're going to retarget them speaking directly to whatever stage it was that they got to in your sales process. So that's a way that you can go in and by searching names, brands, tools inside of the search, and then going in and liking their page and liking the likes of their page and the tools, you're then going to start to see ads coming at you in your newsfeed and become a marketer. This is what I do. So this is my exact process. So if I can get back to that 6 psychological triggers ad, that would be awesome because that one I actually liked. If not, we'll just go with that other one. Okay, so let's go with these dudes. So here's their ad. What I do is I use Jing. I closed it because everything just decided to take a crap on this computer before we got started. So if I see an ad that catches my eye that I like, I take a screenshot of it. I capture an image. I click, so FB ad, marketing, Genesis 1 or 2. I click save, and then it goes and saves in my Dropbox, and then I have a swipe file of Facebook ads in there. So when I go to write a new ad, I can look at ads that are working, that are successful, and just model those ads. Not difficult. That's the kind of stuff you can do right away to start getting results. So now that we've gone through and I've showed you some ways to re-engineer campaigns on Facebook, let's go to one of the most freaking ninja ways for you to re-engineer campaigns. You go over to ClickBank, you go into the marketplace. Once you go into the marketplace, let's just do this live because this is absolutely gonna ruffle some feathers. I don't know. Should I show you guys? Do you guys right now, I know it's late, you may be fading. Are you still with me? Do you want to see a $1 million funnel hack happen right now live? I need to see a few yeses in here to make sure. I need some yeses. Amira, right on, you thought it was winning. That's awesome. Yeah, Donna, I'm all about making the process easier, making the process easier. Do you want the $1 million funnel hack right now? I don't know if you can handle it. Nice to see so much positive feedback from people. Thank you very much. Saying that that one thing was worth the price of admission. Hey, but the price was free. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, everybody wants it. So what you can do is come to ClickBank, go to the marketplace, go into whatever niche you want to get into, whatever marketplace you're already into or whatever. Business investing. No, let's not do that. Let's do health and wellness, since we're talking about that. We can go by the gravity, and it shows us the most popular, and the gravity, initial sale, average sale, popularity. So this is the #1 most popular result inside of ClickBank, meaning for this product, these people are making an absolute freaking killing. These people who are anybody in the top few in ClickBank for longer than a few days are absolutely crushing it. We have heard from different people that in a lot of these markets within ClickBank, when you are at the top affiliate of ClickBank, you're doing, like this one says they paid out $5 million to affiliates. Like this stuff right here, these people are making $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000,
Hey guys.
Whoa, that's loud. $100, $100,000 a day, $200,000 a day. So you can see that their websites are freaking rocking and rolling. So let's just take this very successful funnel, and we're going to go to a website that not a lot of people know about, and that's called SimilarWeb. Now, the step 2 in this process would be find a funnel that's extremely converting high. Obviously, if they're at the top of ClickBank in the first few spots, it's definitely absolutely cranking. Go through their funnel. So watch the landing page. Watch what happens when you go to the checkout page. Buy it if it's a $7 or $27. Find out what happens next in the sales process. Go through and actually break down their entire funnel so you can have that same funnel in your business. Now, how this fits in with Facebook ads is we're going to use a website called SimilarWeb. And when you go to SimilarWeb, you can actually paste in the URL of that website that we were just on. And SimilarWeb is going to show us all of the data of that website. It's going to show us it's kind of like Alexa, but it's on a whole different ball game, because now we can look at referral and see what sites are giving this site the most traffic. So if you know, let's just say there's another really popular weight loss, health and wellness business that's absolutely cranking it, and we go to SimilarWeb and type in that domain, and you can do this for anything. Like, let me just show you one right now that obviously everyone in our industry would know about. Empower Network's a huge company. They're doing really well. We can go in here and we can see the monthly visits. We can see subdomains, blah, 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 direct referral. And then we can also see where are the top referring sites to that. Building a brand online, we know that's a blogging platform. iPass Office, Amazon, AliExpress, that's interesting. So these are the sites that are referring the top traffic to that site. So now that we know that kind of stuff, what we can also do with this tool is we can find out where they're placing ads, and you can actually see the ads that they're placing. So now what you can do is you can find your top competitors that are dominating in the niche that you want to be in. You can go through the sales funnel and model that complete sales funnel, and I can show you how to do all of that and build the funnel within seconds. You can find the ads that they're running. You can see the banner ads that they're using, You can then see the landing page, which goes congruent with this. And then all you have to do is go to a website called $20 banner ads or $20 banners and go and order. Just take a screenshot of whatever banner that you want to use. Obviously, you can see which banners work best, the ones that run longer, right? The ads that have been running for over a year, the ads that have been running for over 4 months, they're going to for sure be a better ad to mimic than one that's only been up for a few days, because obviously if an ad's been up for a long time, it's making them money. So what you do is then you would take a screenshot, you go over to the $20 banners, and you get a banner made for 20 bucks, mimicking and modeling the exact thing that you just seen. So now you're able to go to where you know that person, the website that that person's advertising on, contact that person about placing a banner ad, pay the fee of whatever it is to have your banner up there, and then you can start generating traffic from different platforms that your competitors are generating, but you're sending them to your invisible content funnel with a Facebook retargeting pixel. So when that person came from that other website, checked out your piece of content, came back to Facebook, you know, when, like we all do at the end of the night or during the day or when they're on the toilet or whatever the case may be, when they're scrolling through their news feed, they're going to see that retargeting ad that they saw when they came to your piece of content from that other site that they were on. How many people in here's mind just absolutely just exploded? Everything that we've been talking about tonight has been too much. Your head just popped off of your shoulders. How many people ended up choking on the fire hydrant or basically just heads gone? Is anybody's head gone? Glad you're getting value, Michelle. Amir, glad you're getting value. Gary, that's awesome. Glad you're getting tons of value. Mine's blown. That's awesome. Yeah, this website is ridiculous. Wherever we're at. Similar web. Find your top competitors. Find the people that are dominating. Go model exactly everything that they have. Model their funnels. And then come into Facebook and retarget ads to them, speaking directly to whatever it is, whatever stage that you left them inside of your funnel. Oh man, that's awesome. So let's talk about the viral video blueprint. This one of our videos right now is creeping up over 200,000 views, 3,300 shares, 2,000 likes. You can see our link in there. It's generating a couple of hundred link clicks to each day for free visitors to the pre-sale page. That's one method. We're using it for my band to create awareness with inside of our band. 15,000 views for, I think it's like less than 10 bucks or something. Not way less than that actually. You can see here, this is today. This was live today. I just took a screenshot of it. 1,900 page post engagement with a 15% click-through rate, 800 or so clicks, and the average cost per engagement so low they didn't even put anything. It was $3.48. So imagine you duplicated this. Imagine just at least all you did was duplicate this one strategy for less than $4 a day, so less than a Starbucks coffee a day. You could have your video, your content, your piece of whatever it is to promote your business being seen by almost 2,000 people for less than $3.50 each and every day. Does that get you excited? So let's go in and let's break down that method. So you may have seen it. It's this inspirational viral video where a girl is running in a track race and she falls over but ends up winning the race. So what you can do is you can go into viral video websites on the internet and you can find viral videos. You can find cute ones, funny ones, but basically you want to find viral videos that your target audience would be interested in. So obviously I chose the one about the inspirational person falling down, because that's an inspiring story that someone who has determination, who has the drive to succeed, would want to watch that and share it. That's why, you know, 3,400 shares, 205,000 views, and people are clicking through from this link to our pre-sale page and opting into our funnel from there. And the comments are just out of control. I don't know how many comments are there, but it's just out of control. 1,200 likes on this one video. So go out and find, I get so ADD, or I don't know if that's the word, OCD. I have to, if my tabs are out of control, I get out of control. Got to click them out. Don't want it to crash. That's what happens before. So with this viral video method, think of videos that your target audience would find inspirational, educating, inspiring, and then post it to your fan page. So just how you would post normally to your fan page, come in, create that post. Is there a way most relevant recent activity? Look at that, boom. I can't believe that. Oh no, it's still not showing them. I want the recent ones like at the top. So what do you do when you get your ad account shut down? So Jack, email me and we'll work on that together. Basically, there's a couple of different things that you need to do with going through and filling in questions and whatnot. If you've completely broken Facebook's terms and service, you're probably not going to get your account back. But if you're providing value and for some reason it stupidly got shut down, then there's some things you can do, answering questions, emailing and speaking to them, some hoops to jump through, screenshots, and you can get your account back. So email me. I'm more than happy to help you there. Okay, where were we? Oh, the viral video method. Cool. So once you've uploaded, so on your fan page, once you've uploaded the video, then what you want to do is you want to go into your Power Editor and you want to create a campaign. So you create a campaign, you call it Viral Videos Runner or whatever it's going to be. And this is where you're going to choose the objective. Now, if you've already posted it to your fan page, you're going to use a page post engagement. If you haven't and you're going to use it for video views, then you would use video views and you would actually upload the video there. Because you've already posted it to your fan page, that's what we recommend, because you want your fan page to be growing. Then do the page post engagement. So auction, name your campaign, page post engagement. Once you've done that, go through and you're going to create your ad set and name your ad set. Start out with whatever daily budget you're comfortable with. We were doing $5 a day, got the video up to 60,000 views, and then turned the campaign off, and it's just been growing virally for the past 5-6 days, up to 205,000 views, all for free. So you can leave that whatever you want to do, mobile or desktop, page post engagement. This is where you're going to set your audience. So once that you have thought about your viral video, who do you want it to go viral with, that's where you're going to set your targeting. So obviously for us, this video about the girl running and falling over, well, a good people for us to target were runners. I can't remember specifically what the keyword was. It sprinting, I think. Yeah, or something like that. I forget that if it was sprinting or it was running. Obviously, they were interested in running. So that's I went in and I narrowed down my targeting, like you do, rather than having a huge 22 million or 19 million people. I went in and I narrowed down my demographic of person. I brought it down to a specific demographic of person. So 24 to, I think we started the targeting around 9, I think it was like 1.2 million. That rings a bell, 24 to 25. Basically, you just don't want to, it was 900,000. I thought it was leaning towards 900,000. You don't want to have it immediately going millions and millions, because you want, Facebook will churn through your ad spend, daily ad spend sooner, so you won't be able to get the data to know who it is that's actually clicking, liking, sharing. So it'll just burn through your money and you won't have success with the ad. So you create your audience, click save, and now just like you did for the other ad, the native ad, but now it's actually an engagement. You've set your audience for who it is that you want to target. So when you create your ad, now you're not actually creating an ad like we did before. We're actually choosing a post that we have on our page. And then you can simply just come in here, and in the drop down, you can choose the post what it is that you want to promote. You choose whatever one, and then you go ahead and you click upload. So what you've done is you've posted the viral video to your fan page, and then you've come in and you've created the ad targeting the people that you want to target specifically, your target audience, and now that video is going to show in their news feed or their mobile news feed. And in the beginning, don't have a link in there. We didn't have a link in there until around 60,000 views. We let it go viral by itself, and then we completely shut off the campaign and we put our link in there in the description, as you can see right right here. The link is in there now. We didn't have it in there for 60,000 views. Only cost us like $20 to get it up to 60,000 views. Shut the entire campaign off, come in, edited it, put our link in, and now 140,000 more views with thousands of link clicks going back to our website, thousands of shares, people sharing our link all over the place from this viral video. So that's the viral video method. It works extremely well no matter what space you're in, because no matter what market, what industry, people love to share inspiring, educational, entertaining videos. So it's a good way for you to for it to go viral. Taking notes, but so much to take in. Yeah, we'll talk about the recording. Yeah. Oh, Brittany, great question. Like a funny cooking video. Absolutely. You could do all kinds of viral cooking videos and have them targeting chefs or people that love food on Facebook, and then bridge that over to your story to introduce them to iPass for sure. Definitely. That's an awesome, awesome thing. Are you guys with me still? Are you guys getting a ton of value from this? Here's a fan page that we have where every week the content being posted on here that's being promoted to t-shirts and different affiliate Amazon offers is over 10,000 people weekly are commenting on stuff on these posts, which is pretty insane, right? If you're getting 10,000 roughly shares, likes, comments weekly inside of this space, you're able to pretty much offer up whatever it is that you want to that group of people, to that demographic, to that audience. And that's why audience marketing, guys, let me jump back to my pretty face before I round things off here. Audience marketing is the future. before people got into business with a passion for a product, a passion for a service or something, and they got all passionate about their product or service, and then they went out and found the audience to market it to. In this day and age, it's all about building the audience first, and then you can sell whatever it is that that target audience is interested in. Case in point, one of our very close friends, Chris Record, an amazing marketer, over the past 90 days has launched 3 or 4 very separate tools and businesses and whatnot, and done extremely well with them because he's built the audience and he knows what the audience will buy. I'm doing that with my band. I'm building an audience of people that I know like a certain type of music, and our band's getting a lot of exposure and gigs and stuff from there. With my parents' brick and mortar business in Florida, where they're selling British goods, British foods, British trinkets and souvenirs and merchandise and all this awesome stuff, we're building an audience of people that is the same target audience of that audience, and then selling relative things to them. And same with you right now, whatever business that you're in, build that audience of that people, and then sell tools and resources and training products that that person would love. Now, I want to introduce you to something that we've put together. We've been asking, and I know that you guys need this because all the way through tonight, there's been questions been coming in. People have been asking for more training. So I'm going to reveal to you the 4-part implementation workshop that basically is showing you how you can put all of this stuff together. Now, how many people on here who are still with us 2 hours later want to know how to put each piece of this together in a 4-part implementation course? How many people in here? Do I have permission to show you and give you access to the mass audience conversion 4-part implementation course? I want to make sure that everybody is still with me. I want to make sure that everybody, and Cheryl says, I'm picking up whatever you putting down. That's awesome. Thank you, Gary, for your awesome comments. Jack, thank you for your awesome comments. Sherry, that's awesome. Tons of value. Thanks, Kimberly. Yes. Do I have your permission? Who's interested to see how you can get more of this training? Because obviously, we've been on here for 2 hours. We had about 15 minutes of a cock up in the beginning. But through the presentation that we've just gone through and all, you've seen that we are touching the tip of the iceberg of this stuff. Obviously, in an hour and 40 minutes, there's only so much I can teach. There's only so much we can focus on. But when you really get into this stuff, when you really get into the nitty-gritty on the ads for each step of the way and the targeting and everything like that, it just becomes, you become Neo from the Matrix. So we are going to put in place a 4-step. Now, another reason that we're doing this is there's so many freaking high-priced courses out there. We just want you to go in and say, you know what, let's just do something that everybody can win. Let's just do something that everybody can take advantage of. So we put together the 4-part implementation workshops. This is going to be 4-part training. It was originally going to be over 4 weeks, and I thought, nah, screw that. It's going to be over 2 weeks. We're going to do 2. We're going to do 2 a week and be done in 2 weeks because I don't want you to wait a month to implement everything that's going on. So in the first part, we're going to be going through what your message is. Are you even speaking English? What kind of net are you casting? So basically what we did in the beginning of tonight, but more elaborated. Obviously, we're going to go in and with the microscope, talk about what language works best, the actual words used through the whole process, the best tools to use for research. We're going to go into the audience insights tools and show you how we use that to go in and create new audiences every day that we can go and then create these results with in any demographic of people that we like. We're going to go into structuring your sales funnel. So obviously when I showed you that similar web tool and how to go in and reverse engineer funnels, there's a way that you can structure your funnel every time for your offer with the right language for it to convert. That's going to be part 1. We're going to go into native ads and blog posts and different lead generation offers that you can come up with in your current business and in your niche, so it converts best for you, rather than you sending people straight to a landing page or to an offer that doesn't convert. In part one, you're going to know exactly how to create a lead generation offer that everybody in your target demographic of people will want to get their hands on. Part two is going to be what campaigns work best for me, because some campaigns that work in one area of a market aren't going to work in another area. You need to be able to go in and know, okay, campaign A is not going to work here, campaign B is the one that I should be doing, right? You need to know these things. We're going to go in and spend some time inside of the Facebook Power Editor. Remember, tonight I showed you some key things, but there's a plethora of amazing stuff in there that's really simple to do, that you can pick up on right away, that will just exponentially make your life even more efficient when you're inside the Power Editor. We're going to show you how to craft 7-figure campaign building. So basically everything from the offer down to the copy and everything in between. Basically, like we were saying in the hook of this training, generating 17,000 leads, 1,100 customers, doing Facebook ads. There's a formula to doing it. You're getting access to it. We're going to break down the invisible content funnel. So obviously you saw the invisible content funnel tonight, but we just didn't have the time to go in and break down each level of it. We are going to be going through in week 3 was messed out. In week 3, we're going to be going through and basically talking about ad copy. We're going to be going through all the images. We're going to be going through all the best places that we have the images, where to get them, where to get stock video, and all of the kind of how-to implementation stuff and the tools that we use. Like one of the tools that we use at Espresso, I'm going to show you, where basically we're able to go from, see, when you do Facebook ads just through here and you're targeting interests, you're only ever allowed to, like when you're putting all these interests in, what we're basically doing is we're targeting people who like these individually. But with Ad Espresso, there's a tool where you can just click one button, and then we take this crowd of 1,100,000 people, and we're only targeting people who like all of these. So basically you can go straight to, you can target someone who is in a certain company that likes a certain brand of food, that likes a certain TV show, that reads a certain book, and then that's all you talk about in your ad. You can see how that'd be powerful, right? And then in part 4, we're going to be rolling out the winning ads, showing you the system, the step-by-step system for and process for testing for cheap, so you don't come right out the gate and start losing. $5 a day, you're able to test what's going to work so you can scale up. And then the sweet spot within the audience. We're going to show you how to trim the fat. We're going to show you how to really target who it is that is buying from you, so you don't have to waste your time going through all the reports and reading all the data. You just basically are able to assess right away, this is the demographic of person that is buying. This is the demographic of person I want to go after. So it's going to be a 4-part implementation course. Now, right now, you had 2 choices. The first option, you can do nothing, right? You can take all the information that we have gone through tonight and you can do absolutely nothing. And you can not take the leap of faith, which is obviously 100% risk-free, because that's where you can tell with this 2-hour-plus webinar, I'm all about making you and helping you succeed. It's not about making money. It's about allowing you the life and showing you and assisting you in the life that you want to live through online marketing, and doing that from Facebook ads. The second option is you can pony up this small, tiny investment compared to the tons of value that you're going to get in return, and just give it a shot. So if you want to know the price for this 4-part implementation course, I'm going to give it to you in a second. but I'm going to make you wait. Because let's think about it. We genuinely released this stuff in 1997, $2,000, and then again at 1457, and we were able, we had to shut the doors on that and just only take a few clients. So now, rather than doing that, we wanted to do something different. Now, before I get to, because we could genuinely charge $597, $497. We could genuinely charge $297 for this. It's 4-part workshops. Obviously, we'll be going into hours in each one. So obviously, it makes sense that we could easily charge $300 for this, but we didn't want to do that. Now, before I tell you the price, I want to just tell you a little story. Everybody that signs up and becomes in the beta group of Mass Audience Conversions, the beta test group, because we haven't released this to the public yet, I'm going to give you full lifetime access to one of my favorite courses, the Automated Traffic Monster. This is a solo ad course that has still got some incredible meat in there, and contacts and ways to structure solo ads that people are genuinely winning with even today. And this course was over a 1.5 to 2 years old. But the reason I wanted to throw this course in is because it has a section about copywriting. And that's what you need to know. You need to know the magical buzzwords, the unique special words that just sell, that attract people, that get people hooked, that get people to stay around on your ad, to get people to want to read more. So when you purchase the Mass Audience Conversion 4-part course, you are also going to get that 100% free, that lifetime bonus for that training. So the price for the 4-part implementation workshop is $197. So if you are someone that says, yes, I understand just by watching this webinar that everything that Toby is teaching me and will teach me will impact my business, it's not an expense, it's an investment. $197. It's a measly investment for what you can get back from this. Now think about, would you have paid $197 knowing what you know now, going through this training? Would you have paid $197 investment to watch this training tonight? I want to hear from you. Let me know. Yes. Get it done. That's awesome. Yes, 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 yes. Please, 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 please. Yes, you would. Of course, you would spend $197 as an investment, because you've just seen that you and I, with our group, our beta group, we can go in together, and as a community, we can grow through this process. And you can go, you can take your business from non-existent on Facebook all the way into 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 200 leads a day from this process. So everybody that's saying yes, $197, that's it. I'm giving you this course for $197. Go ahead and go to massaudienceconversion.com/beta. So this is exactly what you're going to see when you go to that link in your browser. It's going to bring you to this checkout page. Just go through, click it, you'll go through to the thank you page, and then we are all going to be a part of this private Facebook group where basically I'm going to be sharing information in here. Basically, there's going to be, I think Bill's already went through and bought. That's absolutely awesome. Congratulations, buddy. This is where everything's going to be inside, the trainings, the recordings, and whatnot. So let me just tell you a story why, because I know you're probably thinking, well, what's the catch? Like, you charge thousands of dollars for this. Why are you now charging it for only $197? What's the catch here? Well, a few months ago, not a lot of people know this, but I had a very terrible health scare. I got gout. And it was one of the most painful things I've ever been through in my entire life. And it shocked me. It shook me to the core. It opened up my eyes that I'm not invincible. It opened up my eyes that I'm not indestructible. It opened up my eyes that life is very fragile, and we should make as big an impact as we possibly can, as quickly as we can, because we never know when our time is going to be up. So I'm at home. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking that I'd broken my foot. And I just got back a week or so after from being in the UK with one of my best friends for 10 days. And obviously all we did was be gluttons. But it was bigger than that. My entire life, I've acted as if I was invincible. I partied too hard. I ate too much. I did drugs. I was a crazy, crazy kid. And now looking back, I'm able to be appreciative of that. It's made me grow where I am today, but it's also left my body feeling not as healthy as a 28-year-old should be. So I had this epiphany that I need to make as big an impact as possible right now. I have a 16-month-year-old daughter, Beatrice. I have a new boy coming in the next week to 2 weeks. I need to make sure that not only am I around as long as I can be through my own choices, but I need to impact and inspire and create as much wealth and as much stability for my family, for my kids, for years and years to come. So that's why I said, you know what, screw it. Forget all this hot. Yes, there's going to be times when people pay us $5,000 and $10,000 and $3,000 for higher end one-on-one coaching, but let's get this out to the masses. Let's get this out to as many people as possible, because I want you to generate 17,000 leads. I want you to generate 1,100 customers. I want you to do these things, and you can do them. I'm just like you. I'm just a regular dude that figured some stuff out. And that's why this course is only $197. Yes, it should be thousands. It could be thousands. But what's the point in that? I want you to get it in your hands. I want you to instantly have it. So with that being said, I'm going to jump back over to the Facebook group real quick and see if we have any questions. If anybody has any questions before they go ahead and purchase. Oh, I forgot to mention, I was so wrapped up in my story. I forgot to mention that you're 100% backed by our unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you go through the entire, that's the 4-week course, but it's a 2-week course. So if you go through the entire 4-part series and you decide, you know what, this isn't for me, I don't want to keep it, I didn't get the value out of it, no questions asked, no hoops to jump through, 100% your money will be refunded to you. How can I do that? How can I back it up? Because I know for certain that when you go through these trainings, it's going to blow your freaking mind. Now, remember I told you in the beginning that I was giving you a free bonus. So everybody that wants their free lifetime membership access to the 6-figure shortcut formula, just go ahead and email me, ask@workwithtobyandlayla.com, and put in the subject line 6-figure shortcut bonus, and I'll go in and you'll receive an email for you for your membership. And that's a free membership site. We charge $97 to buy that course every day for our sales funnel, and you're getting it as a free thing for sticking around all the way to the end of the webinar. So I'm going to jump back to the Facebook group right now, just see if there's any comments, any questions. Thank you guys for sticking around for so long. It was a lot of fun. You guys, I know you that's also Crystal got access. Cheryl, that's awesome. Glad you took action on it. And obviously, Trish, goated as Mike says. Trish, this offer is going to be available until, what was the date I said? It's going to be available until tomorrow night at midnight. So not the 1st. Tomorrow night at midnight is the cutoff time. So do whatever you need to do. It's only $197 that I made it that price. When Layla went through the content and saw what and the offer was, we were, I was like, well, I'm going to charge $497, $397. She's like, yeah, and you definitely could, but why don't you just charge people $197 and get as many people as possibly can to check it out? So that's what we're going to do. So Crystal, do whatever, or not Crystal, Trish, do whatever you need to do. Make it happen. Go to that link. Get in there. Does anybody have any comments, any questions? Anybody that just purchased, The email is ask@workwithtoby.com. Hey Chelsea, nice to see you, my dear. So if anybody that just purchased, so Cheryl or Chelsea or Sherry, Crystal, if you could just put in the comments why you purchased, because maybe what you say will impact someone that's maybe sitting on the fence. I don't know why they'd be sitting on the fence, but if they are. Sherry, here it is. They just email me at ask@workwithtobyandlayla.com, and in the subject line have the 6-figure shortcut bonus, and I'll set you up. Basically, I'll take your email, create your username and password, and you'll be emailed. And again, that's something that's completely free. The bonus for the everybody that buys the $197, and this is a beta group, guys. It's not going to be $197. When we roll this out to the public, when I build the sales funnel for it, it's going to be at least $397, maybe even $497, because it's going to be at least 8 hours of content. Like, that's ridiculous, you know, for that price. So it's definitely not going to be at $197 when we re-release it. So anybody that purchased, if you want to come in here and share why you purchased. Anybody got any questions? That's awesome. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm going to jump off. So again, the link will be in here. The offer will be live until tomorrow night at midnight. So make sure, Trish, do whatever you need to do to make it happen. I know you want to take access on it. I believe that you can, you know, make it happen. I'm pretty sure Cheryl just left a comment somewhere because it popped up on my phone. Oh well. So have an amazing night, guys. Love you very much. The recording will be available for everyone for the next 24 hours. And then it will be pulled down and it will be given as obviously to everybody that that purchased the course. Okay, so the link will be in there. The offer will be live for the next 24 hours with the recording, and then it will be brought down. Have an amazing night, guys. Love you very much. Take care.